discus lariat.
The huge suplex.
Good morning, May 21st, 2022, a day that will live in wrestling infamy. This is Aaron Phillips along with the Chief, Mr. Matt Mullen. We're coming to you live from the Go Live Vegas studios in the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada, with thoughts count anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Why do I say it is a day of infamy? This is a history-making day on the calendar, and I think anybody who's been not living under a rock over the last couple of weeks and months with us here in Thoughts Count Anywhere, gentlemen, tonight, Chiefs' fantasy dream will come to fruition with the first ever women's promotion doing an event right here in our very own town, Las Vegas, Nevada, the Sahara Casino and Hotel, the historic Frank Sinatra Ballroom. Man, if those, I was talking to guys last night. Could you imagine if those walls could have talked last night? The Frank Sinatra Theater.
Frankie's going to be looking down and smiling at us tonight.
You know, it would be real cool if he sends us a message at some point.
Am I too loud here, or am I good?
No,
I'm just asking.
It's okay with me.
Okay.
But anyway, so
I don't want to blow anybody's ears out.
Tonight is a day we've been excited about this for a long time. Of course,
I'm so ready. It's not funny.
We announced it last week officially that Thoughts Count Anywhere. We'll be doing a live pre-show from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific, right up to the start of the event. The three of us will be there with some of the ladies involved. With the event, of course, Jenny Santana will be one of those. And she'll be joining us today, maybe about a half hour or so. Gracious enough to join us for about 5-10 minutes as she prepares for tonight. And, of course, the entire event, including us, will be on Title Match Network. They're covering the event. They're covering the pre-show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking almost 2.5 million subscribers.
Yep.
We'll have eyeballs on the three of us.
Yep.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure.
Good morning, Ronald Young.
Oh, my goodness. So please go to uwwfed.com. That is the website. If you are in town, now listen, EDC's in town, and I saw a lot of those folks roaming around the Sahara last night. EDC is in town, but if you're home and you're not in Vegas, $9.95 is the pay-per-view, I think, cost. You can check that out as well through the website if you're out of the Vegas area. But we would love to see you in person right now on the screen. This is from their website. So tonight is the night, gentlemen. Your thoughts as we go into this very historic night. I mean, let's face it, we joke and we laugh, but how often can the three of us say that we've been part of something from the very beginning in terms of history-making stuff, Matt? What's your thoughts?
True. I'm like nervous and excited all at the same time. It's like crazy we're going to be live on pay-per-view. Nervous there's so many people, but I'm super excited for the opportunity, and been a lot of hard work paid off.
Right on. Chief, aloha, Jennifer.
Morning, Jen. How you doing, my dear? You know what? I'm excited. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I've wanted for a long, long time, and I think women deserve to have that avenue, and they're finally getting it now. And we're having the first show for UW out here in Las Vegas. That, to me, that says something about our city, why it was chosen to be out here. And folks, I got to tell you, it's a stacked card. It's a stacked card. I'll announce it a little later in this show, but it's a stacked card. I mean, when you got people like Evilise and Santana Garrett and Nevaeh and Lady DeTapa.
And our very own
Maserati.
Yeah.
And, here in Las Vegas, and it says something about the caliber of the organization. So with that, let's get it on.
All right, let's get it going. Of course, as always, good morning, Ronald, and a happy one-day belated birthday, Ronald. I think we announced it last week. I don't know if we did or did not.
Yeah, we did.
But he's on in the chat room, so we'll wish him another happy birthday. Okay, before we get started.
And just so you know, I had nothing from Facebook.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. Listen, we can only keep asking. Eventually, somebody will add their birthdays on there. Anyway, all right. With that, it is now time. Get your cocoa,
Story time for Matt.
get your blanket, get your little teddy bear. As Chief said, it is now time for story time with Matt.
It is now story time with the enforcer, Matt Mullen.
This week was kind of uneventful, but there was a couple incidents. I was talking to one of the... Actually, I'll go another way. On Wednesday, we get a call that Axhole looked like it was broken into. So we go check the cameras, and somebody had a key and went in there and took the safe and like all the tools, whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
So we
does
checked the cameras. It was a former employee who thought he'd be slick by wearing a motorcycle helmet with his buddy and go in there. But if you're going to start looking up at cameras, you should probably make sure you don't have like a clear visor on said helmet. So Metro was like, oh, we're going to send a car to his house because we already know who it is. And then there was a couple like signed checks in the safe. They really went to a freaking check cashing place and tried to cash these yesterday.
And I would assume they probably the tools, if they took the tools, they would probably try to go to a pawn shop.
Oh, yeah.
to
Metro's
pawn.
going to have
And
them
Metro's
3 ways
gonna
by
take care-
Sunday.
Yeah, Metro will put the APB out on that. Wow.
Well, that's
Well,
my story this
Wow.
week.
What did I forgot who said this? You just
Wow.
can't fix stupid.
Stupid.
Duct tape only muffles the noise.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Exactly. All right, with that, we got a lot going on. So
Stupid
let's.
is, stupid does, sir.
There you go. With that, we got a lot to talk about, and let's get started with some I Hear Voices. By the way, I did see the bell arrive last night, so there is a bell in the facility.
Jen's birthday.
Yeah, I saw it. I got it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Rumor is the next three
Well,
opponents.
I have my bell in the car anyway.
That's good. But I physically did see Rocky put the bell down.
Okay.
So I know it's there.
Okay.
But keep it in your car just in case.
Just in case.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Because
I
you
got
never
it.
know what happens overnight.
I got it.
Rumor is the next three opponents for Roman Reigns will be Riddle, Orton, and Drew McIntyre. As we currently have last night's SmackDown running in studio for us.
Riddle,
Orton.
Orton,
And McIntyre.
And that was the three that they wrestled against at the last pay-per-view,
Right.
right?
It was part of the six-man.
Yes.
I'm not surprised. These names have been coming up for months now, right?
That's
I
a
mean,
rumor that totally makes sense. Usually they're like, eh. But I can totally see Roman versus Riddle at Money in the Bank in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Roman versus Randy at SummerSlam. And then that Cardiff show gets McIntyre versus Roman. All
I-
three matches and still.
I have no further comment. My brother from another mother
Really?
Spoke-
Did you really just say that to me?
spoke eloquently.
Did you really just have to use that
spoke
line?
eloquently.
Of all the things in the English language you could have said.
King Mike says, I want to see a 16-team tournament, 8 teams that could possibly win it, 4 sleepers and 4 fillers. I guess that's for the tag titles, I guess.
For the women, Mike?
He
King
didn't
Mike?
even realize what he said. He didn't
For
even
the
catch
for
it.
the women? Is that what you're talking about?
Went right over his head. He didn't even catch it.
Oh.
All right.
Norman goes over mine.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Next
Through the
topic.
teeth and over the head.
Yeah.
Watch out teeth, watch out gums, over the stomach, here it comes. Rumor is Harlan was handpicked by Edge to join Judgment Day, but WWE found something out about his past as why he was let go from the company. Now, Harlan was a Parker Boudreaux, whatever his
Yeah.
name was, the guy who looked almost like Brock Lesnar's like stepchild.
Like damn serial killer.
So, have you seen it? I saw this come out last night. I've not seen anything as to what this news could be in his background, but with this day and age, does anything really surprise you what it might be?
No, it could be like a picture from 10 years ago of who knows. 2022 is a weird place to be.
Good morning, Carlos.
And it just seems like everyone wants to dig up everything you've ever done on the internet and being like, "Oh, we said this 12 years ago." Like, who has the time to like search Twitter that hard to look for every person's every mistake ever put on the internet?
Good morning, Carlos.
Yeah, it's something that obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, I presume at some point will come out because all these stories always tend to come out.
Yeah.
Our phone number, by the way, give us a call with your thoughts on this, 702-329-6947, press the number 1 to come into the studio. If you're outside the United States of America, you may call us, and we'd love to hear from you, 855-502-4321, because there is a show that's going to be out in the UK soon. They're traveling to Europe. And I saw a picture this morning where they may have jumped the shark about results last night on SmackDown. Why do I keep saying SmackDown?
You know what?
Holy shit. In the banner for the UK show, they leaked something inadvertently about the tag teams, if you have not seen SmackDown from last night yet.
Yeah, they had both belts. Dumb shits.
Like, who didn't really think the Usos weren't going to win the match?
Creative
Well,
thinking.
And again, based on what we just talked about as the first rumor, you got to have Riddle and Orton not have the belts around their waist if they're going to be going for Reigns.
Yeah.
So,
Correct. I agree
they
with
had to
you.
do that.
Anyway, going back to Parker Boudreaux real
Yes.
quick. I'm just reading it real quick, and it says, in recent days, Edge has been teasing Ciampa and Page for the group, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it didn't say what they found out about Mr.
Right.
Boudreaux.
Right.
So,
I saw that, and as Matt has it on there, something they have uncovered is one of the reasons why they let him go. And
Yes.
so listen, if they let him go, it must be, I'll say, of a more serious nature.
yes.
Justin Del Rio, Nerds of Wrestling here. Okay, thank you.
Who?
Thank you, Justin. Says Nerds of Wrestling here.
Justin.
Okay.
Oh, I tagged him in it's a Facebook group.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Welcome, Justin. We appreciate it. It must be something that's more than just a picture or a comment, because nowadays, I don't want to say people get their wrist slaps for certain things, but if it's that serious where he was released and fired, I
Yes.
think we're talking more than just a posting on a social media page from years ago.
Now, let me ask you a question. When something like that happens and they get fired, for the fans out there, do they buy his contract out, or do they just outright pay his contract out?
I think it's handled more like a release. I think it was the official term, right?
Yeah, I think they get released. I think they get I don't know if they get the rest of their contract or not, or how that works.
I can't imagine contracts in wrestling. If I'm wrong, please correct me, somebody, as I'm sure somebody will. Unlike other sports, I don't think there's guaranteed contracts. These guys may have base contracts, right?
Yeah, they have
some-
a downside guarantee.
Right. So ultimately, they're independent contractors, but he had not come up to the main roster yet,
Correct. Correct.
So being released as part of NXT, from past conversations, his non-compete's only 30 days.
Yeah.
Not the traditional 90 with him being on the main roster.
True.
And if I'm not mistaken, some bird told me that they
Hi, Ben.
that they possibly work on a either a month-to-month or a couple-month contract,
I would say
something like that.
I would say for the superstars like Roman Reigns, I think we know he's on a long-term contract, obviously, and
Oh, yeah.
I would love to say Sasha and Naomi, which is a whole nother topic we'll
Yeah,
get to
well,
after the
yeah,
break.
whatever.
But yeah, I don't know. But his NXT non-compete's only going to be 30 days. Whoever may look at him, if this is serious enough that the WWE released him, then like I said, it's got to be more than just a picture or comment he made while he was drunk in high school, because other people have done stuff within
Yep.
social
Yep.
media that have not, within the wrestling industry,
I agree.
that have not been released. So I think this is going to be a little more egregious than just
Oh
that.
no, Nash Carter just got released, and he posted a picture of him dressed as Hitler.
Well,
That was just a.
That's stupid.
It was a
Okay.
stupid picture, but it was
That's-
just a picture.
well, you're right. You're
That's-
right.
That's well.
By the way, Ben
I'll leave-
Bowman.
Yeah, Mr. Ben.
I want
go
to
ahead.
give a shout out to Ben and Will Hudson and the crew from Thoughts. Yeah,
Top
Rope
Rope
Collectibles. They are our sponsor tonight for our pre-show, and we want to thank the guys down there for TRC for jumping on and being part of our pre-show tonight. And again, of course, I was in that darn show the other night, and I picked up another piece. I don't even remember what I purchased. Oh, I know what I purchased. I purchased the Daniel Bryan with the belt, the action figure he had, the Elite series, and then another lunchbox Mankind to go with my
I don't know what
Hulk Hogan and
Oh, nice.
Andre box.
You know what I got?
I didn't see what you jumped in there with.
Huh?
No, I didn't see what.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
Did you really?
Yeah, I bought it.
There was a beautiful picture of Scarlett that they showed while I was on. And I didn't see if anybody jumped on it. She was in a crop tee and it was all signed.
Stop.
No. Ben, before they showed it,
Ben
said,
does. You know, Ben puts those. Hey, Ben, I hope you're listening.
He is.
Because
He
you know
just
what?
says, "Thank you, guys."
You know what? He puts that stuff up.
I know.
Right? And then he knows I can't buy it because Liz won't let me have it in the house. That's why the hell he puts it up.
You know they look through their inventory and be like, oh, the hot chicks, Aaron will go for these. What's the oldest picture I have in this pile? That's
Hubcaps.
Yeah, Ben, if you have any Mae Young pictures, you know.
Now
Chief
you're
would be all over it.
talking.
But it's funny. It's funny. But before he put up the Scarlet picture, he did give it a disclaimer that if there are any young children in the chat, we're just giving you a warning about the picture. So, he still has it. So no one purchased that picture. Ben, you and I will have to talk, Ben. Okay, anyway. Last
I
topic.
think you might get a sale live on the air.
Hey,
I know.
that was a nice looking picture.
It certainly was.
I already have it, so.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Ben, how much was that picture? We may have to do. Oh, I can't have it either. My wife tells me to get them out of the
See,
house.
I told you, man.
That's why
and
I
he
have-
puts them up and tries to sell them.
That's why I get them shipped to my house before my wife gets home. Anyway, last topic before we go to break. Rumors AEW will reveal 2 new titles of Double or Nothing. Isn't one of them like a 3-man tag something that they were talking about?
Six-man tag title.
Tag title.
Right?
Well, the other one, I have not the slightest idea. Maybe women's tag team titles.
That would make sense.
They don't have enough women tag teams to be doing
no.
that, but
I was just going to say, with what WWE's doing with their women tag team, why would they even want to venture into that right now?
I'm guessing since maybe like the whole thing with the TNT title getting destroyed, maybe it's a replacement for that.
Could be.
What's the belt in WWE? What's the belt Pedro Morales used to hold? The Intercontinental.
I don't know. I was 30 years away from being born.
The Intercontinental, right?
Pedro had the Intercontinental, yes. Drew wants to bring back the European Championship.
That'd be cool.
Who's the Intercontinental now? No one.
No, somebody's got the belt.
Do
Its
they?
name is Ricochet.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that flippy shit guy. I forgot Ricochet. That's right. Yeah. How come you didn't beat me on that one?
He missed mine, too.
Yeah, I
Who's
know.
got the U.S. title now? I didn't remember that. Who's got the U.S. title? Theory does,
Theory.
that's right. He
They're
hasn't been on-
wrestling fans, everybody, I swear.
We
Theory.
are. We've just, our brains get so fogged. All right, with that, it's time to step aside for our first
I
break.
had a long night last night.
Let's see. Paulio, courtesy of Twitter, thank you. A 10-minute tournament with random tag teams put together. Well, we're going to talk about that because I heard my 400th favorite talk show this morning talk about something that was announced maybe last night. All right.
400th? Okay.
Well, they're
That's where we're starting today?
no, not yeah. Well, we got down to 50 pretty quickly last week, and it's been a
we
week.
did.
So
Oh, by the way, it's 99 cents now. Down from $1.59. It's 99.
That's the only
his workout CD?
page. Yeah, it's the workout CD. All right, you're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. Busy day coming up shortly after. I just saw the preview window. Shortly after the break, we'll have Jennifer joining us after the Chiefs rant. You're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back.
It's not the worst podcast ever, is it? It's the best podcast. Thoughts Count Anywhere. All your wrestling news, all your hobbit hey, all your gimmickry. Go on over, listen wherever your podcasts are downloaded. The Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. I'm the big LG Doc Ellis. That's my endorsement. Booyah!
This is John Cena. I just wanted to send you a congratulations on your podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere. Because indeed they do. Thoughts are important. I mean, what would we do without them? And how can they not count anywhere? Is there a place that thoughts don't count? I can't think of one. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much, congratulations, and good luck on the podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because they do.
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
All right, welcome back. Thoughts Count Anywhere. Good morning, Desert Shark. He works some overtime, and we are with him in the gym, which means he's listening on the Go Live Vegas mobile app if he's not watching us on Facebook. Well, he's got to be on Facebook because he's messaging us.
At least he ain't hungover this week.
No. If you are taking us on the go, remember you can download the Go Live Vegas mobile app to your phone. Also, if you're connected... Huh? Oh, it's an updated version for you Apple folks. For us on Androids, we're still sucking wind because there's no updates yet. But you can also bring up the GoLive.Vegas website, and you can listen there as well. Of course, as always, our regular feed through YouTube. It's probably a shorter list of where we're not.
We're everywhere.
I'm looking at the monitor directly over Matt, and it's showing the tail end of my commercial. I'm staring at my book, Mr. Producer. Look at the monitor right there and up there. Over Matt.
It's like a 45-minute commercial.
That's true. That's very true. We could fill the last 20 minutes of intermission tonight. By the way, tickets are still available. Just simply go to uwwfed.com for your tickets.
Don't we have some to give away?
Yeah, it's a great point. We actually have been anointed. If you'd like to go see this history-making event tonight, Matt has an announcement.
I do. All right, I guess.
Well, you mentioned about promoting it this morning. I thought you were going to pop something up online. So
I did pop something online, but
I
don't know how we're going to give them away. Are we going to do a trivia question or just have somebody
call
in?
Let's just do the call in. We don't have time to play with trivia.
All right, first person to call in wins a pair of tickets to Ultimate Women of Wrestling tonight at 8 p.m. at the Sahara Casino.
That's right. I forgot what the name of the show. They're calling it. What's the thing with the girls? Naughty and Nice, Sugar and Spice, and all that. It's a take on that line, and it's escaping me. I'll have to find it online as well. But yeah, definitely call in 702-329-6947. Press the number 1. First caller will get a pair of tickets to the UWW. Chief must be talking to his agent right now as we're live on the air. He's trying to call in. I'm going to disconnect the call when it comes in. UWWFed.com is our phone number. Press the number 1 to call in to get a pair of tickets for tonight's event at the Sahara Hotel.
Calling on the phones because the chief said so.
Oh, he must be calling on the phone right now, but I have caller ID.
They won't let me. Damn.
Good. See, I'm good. We would ignore it anyway.
I'm blocked.
You are blocked. Absolutely. All right. So call in now to get your pair of tickets. All right. Let's talk. Listen, there's been a lot of big WWE news. But let's talk about the tag situation. It's been out there a week. As everybody knows the story, real quickly, Naomi and Sasha dropped their belts in Johnny's office after the 6-person match to determine the number 1 contender. They put the belts on the table, walked out, saying that this is not what they wanted to do. They think that it is inappropriate, basically. There have been rumors that their contracts are up in a couple of months, according to what I read. According to Chief, he says that's not true. Chief better be on the ball with the belt tonight, according to Tom Crawford. Tom Crawford, by the way, is the official timekeeper for tonight's event. You're on the bell. He's on the watch.
Hey, Mr. Crawford, you better stay on your side of the
you guys,
wherever you're going to be.
You're going to be sitting next to each other.
Because I will put your ass in the ring and whip you like a redheaded stepchild.
No ladies, no non-ladies will be allowed in the ring.
And I have my friend with me today.
Sasha, so
Lady Taka.
Let's get back on task here. Let's talk about the tag.
Piss me off.
Give me your thoughts, Matt, about where we're at with the women's and what does this mean moving forward?
It's kind of crazy. I think Naomi and Sasha turned into marks for. I think they turned into more marks than workers because most workers don't care about the belts like that or the tag team, but they think they're disrespected as tag team champions because they were going to put them against the champions at the pay-per-view.
Right.
Instead of being in a tag team title match was against Nikki Ash and Doudrop.
Okay.
God knows nobody wants to see that.
You know,
Sasha's way better off as a singles competitor.
And-
She doesn't need to be tag team champion.
you know, honestly,
Hi, Ricky.
who would want to? And I'm being realistic. I couldn't see them going up against Dewdrop and Nikki Ash for the belts. Okay, that's
There's no story there.
That's one of those matches that just doesn't make sense in my mind. Okay, even though they're all, and don't get me wrong, they're all professional wrestlers. That one doesn't make sense. But I agree with you that I think Sasha is a better singles wrestler. And she has the capability of putting the company on her back, at least the women's side, and bringing it forward. More so than Naomi. Okay, to me, Naomi is a tag wrestler. I don't see her as a single wrestler.
No, she's held the championship a couple of times.
I could see her going back with Natalya.
Well,
Possibly.
Right now, Natty's with Baszler, so she's on the
Yes.
heel side of things.
Yes.
But here, and it was announced, I heard this morning, it was obviously announced on the show last night that they're going to have now, they're planning somewhere down the line a women's tag tournament.
Yes.
Okay. The thing is, they're going to have to rush putting teams together because there's really no established teams. There's no Bella Twins. There's no Iconics. You know what I'm saying? These teams
Correct.
came up through the ranks. So it's going to have to be another Cesaro Sheamus situation where they're just thrown together and hope it works out, which you did for the bar. Okay. I just think right now they can tell us all they want about a tag tournament somewhere down the line. I think it's going to be a while before we see that. I think the WWE has no interest in the women's tag titles. They were significant at the very beginning when Sasha and Bayley won them
Yeah.
because they made them credible with those two holding the belts. But then after that, it just kind of slid off the end of the table. I just don't think we know Vince is not into tag teams anyway.
True.
But he's, I think, even less involved and less liking them on the women's side.
Well,
Very true.
here's the thing. They have to put at least, let's be fair, they have to put at least, in my mind, 8 tag teams together to make it a legitimate tournament.
I think I can think of 3 right off
At,
the top of
at
my
least
head.
4 that would give you 4 matches.
Yeah.
And then you have your semifinal and then the final.
Is there enough ladies
I-
currently on the roster that you can put that many people together?
I have a question. Is Paige eligible to wrestle?
As
now?
far as I know, she has not gotten official clearance yet.
she
as far
has-
as I know, she has not.
Okay.
But
Last I heard, she's trying to get cleared, but she hasn't been cleared.
Because I'm gonna tell you what, her and my favorite wrestler, if she was
Mae
to,
Young?
if she was to go to
Eva
if-
Marie.
if she was to go to Edge's Click, that would be a hell of a tag team for women. You know
You
that?
talking about with Rhea Ripley,
Yes,
Paige and Ripley?
yes.
That
That would be a
it
hell
would be interesting, but
that'd be a hell of
yeah.
a tag team.
But Paige is not. I don't think cleared yet. She's working towards it. As a matter of fact, I saw an interesting article this week. Not to get away from that. Paige's name came up as a possible manager for Alexa Bliss. How about that? Do you see that also? Interesting,
I did
interesting
not.
little
I
angle.
did
I mean,
I
not.
want to see my dream team get together.
which one?
Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss.
That also was talked about this
Giggity.
morning.
That was talked about.
That was talked about this
Yes,
morning.
yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, listen, the potential is there between NXT, SmackDown, and Raw, and all the talent that we're signing down in the Performance Center. How can we not build a stable women's tag team division? There has to be a way to do it.
Do you know who looked good on SmackDown last night?
Who's that?
Fox?
Raquel Gonzalez. No, what's her real
Rodriguez?
name? Yeah, Rodriguez. Raquel Gonzalez.
And she went up against Shotzi last night, I
Yeah,
believe, right?
And she did a one-arm slam.
Oh, she looked good against she looked
girl's
good against
got some-
Ronda.
The girl's got some arms on her.
She looked good against Ronda also when she went for the title
And
last
They
week.
put like Shotzi and Aaliyah in tag teams too, because they're just sitting in the back
Yeah.
doing nothing
And-
usually.
Yep.
And she and it was funny because she said, "I'm here to stay." Mm-hmm. So I applaud her, and I hope they use her the right way. She'd be good looking, holding
crazy that they're
holding one
like-
of those belts.
They're putting the boots to freaking Sasha and Naomi, too. They suspended them. They took all their merchandise off their shop. I think Vince is finally putting his foot down and be like, I'm not playing you guys' stupid games anymore.
You know, I want to go a different route.
Sasha doesn't need WWE anymore right now.
With Naomi walking out
Mm-hmm.
like that, do you think that hurt the Usos?
No.
Especially her husband?
No, I don't think so.
I do.
Okay.
You think it'll affect him?
Yes.
With the Roman Reigns effect, it ain't going to be.
No.
If a DUI can't get to him,
I think
the
it.
freaking
Bingo.
his wife
Wait.
walking out
Bingo.
is going to do
multiple
nothing.
DUIs.
No. I think it'll affect him as a person. It won't affect him as a wrestler. But as her husband, it will affect him. We don't know why they walked out. It hasn't come out in the dirt sheet yet. We don't know why. The public doesn't. But I'm sure they had a talk, and you're married, you're always going to support your wife no matter what.
Now it's a one-income household.
Okay? Well, they don't need the money, so don't make light of it. But anyway,
Make light of
what
all of it.
I'm trying to say is, when I was so rudely interrupted,
I've been interrupted like 10 times already. But all right.
is that you keep it up, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. I did bring the kendo stick, and I
brought my shin
and I
guards.
can go out to the trunk and get it real quick. No, I won't hit you on your shin. I'll hit you on your head. Anyway, what I was saying is, I really wonder how much it's affected her husband, not as a wrestler, but as the husband.
Well, we don't know. Obviously,
And don't cut me off, which you're trying to do right now, because I seen you look at my colleague.
no.
over here.
I was actually looking down. I got a message from Jennifer that she's ready to go.
Well, let's roll it.
Well, is she connected yet, sir?
So
All right,
anyway,
so we got her online.
see, I love Matt, man. I let Matt do that to me.
What's that? Okay.
Why do we got a black screen?
Yeah, but
Why?
there's nothing. I don't see anything there.
There's nothing there.
So
That's why it's a black screen.
right. So once we get it all, so we're going to bring Jennifer on a few minutes early.
So anyway, that's how I.
I
just
agree with you.
wonder.
There's the two sides of the person.
I just wonder
You know what? They say
if it was creative.
Right.
We know how fucked up creative
absolutely.
WWE is, and
Absolutely.
I don't blame him for walking out.
it's, you know what? There is two sides. You have the wrestler persona and the personal side. So what Chief brings up is very valid from the personal side of their marriage and the relationship. And for all we know, they could have talked about it beforehand. If at any point, if there's ever an issue with creative, this is what we're going to do, because I don't want to be in a bad light, even if it was for the husband. So they may have already talked about this over the years. However, there's been conflicting stories about, 8 hours earlier they knew who they were going to wrestle, and then it was a matter of who they didn't want to wrestle with because of this, that, or the other thing.
Yep.
So there's still, like you said, we don't really know the real reason why it all happened. Their contracts are up in 2 months. True or not? Chief believes Sasha's contract is longer than that. I don't know, but there could be a lot of reasons.
Even if it is like a creative reason, you pay me Sasha Banks' salary of like $2 million, I'll do whatever the hell you want on television.
But let me ask.
I could care less.
Let me ask you a question. With them leaving like that, does that terminate their contract?
I don't think it will, just because of AEW exists. If it wasn't for AEW, they'd be fired instantaneously. But now they don't want them to go to AEW, so they're going to hold on to them as long as they possibly
Well,
can.
they suspended them. Okay.
And now with all the...
So with them being suspended, as you just said, it's a one-house income. So
Yeah.
they're not getting paid.
Nope.
And
But even then, with
merch
all
is
the-
taken off.
And their merchandise has been pulled off?
That was in the report.
And even all the little Sasha Banks fans out there being like, oh my God, she has Star Wars and she's bigger than WWE. What do you think Disney's going to look at if they be like, oh, she just walked out of her company?
Let me ask
What's
you,
going to stop her from walking out here?
let me ask you a question. Do you think with, and I'll just say it this way. Do you think with John Cena, The Rock, Johnny Morrison, The Miz, all them doing Stone Cold, all them doing movies in Hollywood. Do you think that's made them feel like they're bigger than professional wrestling to the point of where, like you just said, Sasha with Star Wars? Well, she walked off of the show. And I'm just wondering, does she feel like she's bigger than what she really is?
I don't know if a couple episodes of a Star Wars show made her feel bigger than The Rock, who stars in every other movie in Hollywood, and he's still trying to come back for WrestleMania. I have
to ask you guys. Oh, okay. No.
What happened?
Well, because never mind. She should be right back. We had her for a moment, but when we didn't have
next
her,
time,
anyway.
grab her.
Yes. I don't want to get beaten up.
I don't mean that way, dum-dum.
So, all right, we'll get her back on. Okay.
And I mean that, I'm just thinking that, with the guys being out in Hollywood doing movies, they came back to wrestling.
Yeah,
with her,
all of them.
But they never, any of them stepped away.
All right.
They were all in. Okay, never mind.
Listen,
I'll stop.
We're a bunch of beasts up here, but it's now time to bring some class and some dignity to our show, because coming to us live from the Sahara Hotel, where she's been gracious enough to give us a few minutes, as I experienced last night, seeing her run around like a chicken without a head, kind of getting everything ready for tonight's event. It is time for Jennifer Santana to join us live in studio. UWW tonight, 8 p.m. bell, Sahara Hotel. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you?
Good morning. All I see is my face on the screen.
That's all right. We see you and our fans see you. That's what's important on our end.
Did you call her a chicken?
No, she ran around like a chicken without a head.
It was hectic.
Because she was all over the place. Listen, when you're in charge as a GM, you're being pulled in 9,000 different directions, and it's tough. And in high heels, no less. She was doing it in high heels last night. That when I left, I heard her say to one of her partners, Tom, "My feet are killing me." I heard it. I saw it. But nonetheless, she's here and she's ready to go. And listen, thank you for getting up with us. I know how we're all excited about tonight. Let's talk about it. If we have some people out there right now listening to our show that are still kind of on the fence because they're not sure about their plans, if they're going to do whatever, let's talk about tonight, how they get involved, and how they be part of this history-making event.
Yeah, so UWW1, like you said, it's going down at Sahara tonight, 8 p.m., and you can still get tickets. There's a few left. Go to the Sahara website, or there's a link on the UWW Instagram page. You can get your ticket that way. If you are nowhere near Las Vegas at the moment, you can also stream it on pay-per-view for via Title Match, and that's $9.95. So be sure to check one of those options out. You're definitely not going to want to miss the first one. Like you said, you want to be there from the beginning. So it's almost time.
And of course, something's going on from 7 to 8 right before the event. Am I correct about that?
Something is going on from 7 to 8. So you guys will be transplanting your studio, and we're going to do have a pre-show there from 7 to 8 p.m., which will be super exciting. We're going to talk about UWW, interview some of the talent, and see what unfolds.
Well, we're excited. I just got a question in the chat room from one of our fans here. Carlos is in town. He says, can tickets be purchased at the door?
I would imagine so. I will, while I'm on, I will confirm this.
All right, there you go. We're going to confirm. We're going to confirm that.
Online. So you have to get them online. So
so everything is just online?
Yeah, I believe so. So if you want to
Okay.
stand in line and get them, that's kind of at the door, right?
Well, it would obviously, for convenience, if you buy them online, for sure, to have tickets in hand. But we're going to still try to get confirmation of that, Carlos. If we don't get it, why we still have Jennifer on. As soon as she can get that answer, she'll let us know. But the convenience factor, certainly, if you can get them online, you're signed, sealed, and delivered. We'd love to see you out there, Carlos. And if you do get out there, please make sure you stop by and see us and say hello to us as well. We'd love to see you out there.
Chiefs signing free autographs tonight.
You're paying people to get them, aren't they?
Yes.
Right. So talk about some of the ladies who we're going to see tonight there, Jennifer.
So some of the ladies we're going to see there tonight. So last time we had been on this call, I had been on this call. We had talked to Lady Tapas. So she is going to be there in full action against her opponent, which is Genocide. So that's going to be an awesome matchup. I was logged on when you guys were talking about some up-and-coming tag teams. So we have our own up-and-coming tag team. We got the Renegade Twins against Delilah Doom and Micah Madrid. And then we go into like the co-main event. You had Santana Garrett on your show before. She's going to be against Christy Janes. And then, of course, our main event is Ivelisse. She's an 18-year wrestling veteran. And she's going to be against Maserati, who is our hometown Las Vegas girl.
I met Ivelisse last night. Let me tell you, when Chief does his rant, we have the picture of the Tasmanian Devil. Ivelisse can beat the crap out of the Tasmanian Devil. I'm just going to tell you right now. Okay? For sure. Looking forward to staying away from her, yet watching her match tonight because she had met her lap. Listen, have you ever met Ivelisse?
Yes.
Ooh-wee.
I've been wanting to meet her forever. I can't wait.
That's
till
a
the
spitfire, performer.
She's a tough SOB.
I think it was Aaron. I think Aaron said last night, Jennifer, you'll get a kick out of this. When Aaron said hello to her and they shook hands, Aaron was walking away going like this, shaking his hands. Oh my goodness. All right. I know you're busy this morning. Let's get one other question in if we have anything for tonight. I really want to just focus. Oh, you're going to have merchandise tonight, yes?
Yeah, we're going to have merchandise. You can order merchandise off the website now, off of UWW, but for sure there's going to be some things there. I know there's t-shirts. There's so many options. We've got like tumblers, shoes, playing cards, a ton of UWW merchandise.
Tank top shirts.
What?
Tank top shirts.
Yep.
Yeah, there's tank tops, hoodies, sweatshirts, t-shirts. So
now, I just want to let the viewing audience know that if you are going to be watching on pay-per-view tonight, you can get merchandise on their website, correct?
yes, if you are watching, for sure you can get merchandise on the website and it will get sent to you. I know the shipping's super quick, so probably in a day or two you'll have the items.
UWWFed.com. Simply go to the shop tab or merchandise tab, I believe, and you'll see everything there. I know that as long as you have a couple of XLs and a men's T-shirt and a tank top, I'm putting my name in for one of each tonight.
Absolutely. And as soon as you guys get your UWW merchandise, be sure to post it on Instagram or Facebook and tag us so we can see it.
Of
Let
course.
us know.
How will it look over my jacket tonight? Can I wear it over my jacket tonight?
No, I thought you have a fancy jacket for tonight.
I do have a fan.
That up.
What's that? Oh, when we wear our
Take my money tonight.
She's got money for you. Now, you said post it when we get our merchandise. Do you have a special hashtag that you'd like us to use?
I think just hashtag UWW will be good.
Okay.
So we'll go from
There
there.
you go. Right on.
UWW1, so we can know it's from the
Oh,
ground
yeah.
up.
That's
Yeah.
right. You're naming the pay-per-views similar to the way the UFC does their events, right? 1, 2, at least for now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So
Yeah. Yes, that is the plan.
that is good. And I know we're going to talk about it later, but I understand that number 2 is already in the plans for sometime in the near future. Is that right? And we'll announce dates are going to be announced tonight. Is that correct?
Yeah, number 2 is already in the plans. Some of the card is already complete, so I think I froze for a second. But yes, it is in the works, and we will give you more information tonight.
Ooh, so excited. 1's not even in the books yet, and we're talking number 2.
I don't have any questions. Anything I'm going to say is, I've been put in a headlock by a certain woman,
You still like them.
and I'm going to tell you what, folks. The women can go. They're ready. Chief's ready. I'm excited. So get down to the Sahara tonight at 8 p.m. and watch the show.
All I know is after you did that to him, Jennifer, stock in BioFreeze went up for some reason. I don't know why, but it was heck of a coincidence.
He hasn't been the same since.
He has not. Tonight, Title Match Network, only 2.5 million subscribers. So join the masses as everybody partakes in a history-making night tonight. Literally history. How often can anybody say that they've ever been part of history at an event like this? So, Oh, and don't forget, Aaron's going to put the flyer back up. But, of course, tune in at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Pacific, 7 to 8 o'clock, right before bell time. The three of us somehow have talked everybody into letting us do a pre-show there online as well for an opportunity. Not only talk to Jennifer and also some of the ladies that we've met, and hopefully Maz, I believe, will be one of them, if I'm not mistaken, if we can allow that to happen. But we've got a great lineup. And again, we want to thank Top Rope Collectibles for being our sponsor for that as well, our folks that are supporting us to help us put that pre-show on for UWW tonight. All right, guys, I think we should let Jennifer go. She got a busy day. We will see her later on this afternoon. So we will be on. We'll probably be
Love
on.
you, girl.
Yeah, we'll be on site somewhere around 12:30, probably, kind of figuring out just where to chill and relax.
Yes, I'm also going to try to get on site by 1. 12:45.
Okay.
All right.
Then we'll target 1 o'clock to let you know we're there.
We'll
Okay.
see you there.
Thanks,
See
Jen.
ya. Bye,
Jennifer
Jen.
Santana, the GM of Ultimate Women in Wrestling. I'll tell you what, last night, getting set, the ring was coming in. I tell you, Jennifer was bouncing. Every conversation you had with another person came up and took her into that conversation. Talk about multitasking while you're casting. I have no idea anymore. Are we ready to go to our second break? Because Chief hasn't even done his rant yet, which is going to be a very subdued rant because it's about UWW, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we come back. It's a Chiefs rant. Why? Because we're going to go over and talk about the card tonight that you're going to see at UWW. Thoughts Count Anywhere. We'll be right back.
UW.
What's up, man? It's your boy, 752. I'm here with my man, Big G. I need you to check out the podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere.
This is the Essential Character EC3 on behalf of my dear friends at Thoughts Count Anywhere. The podcast for your mind when you need deep thinking about all things sports and entertainment.
Hello, this is Martin Casals, a.k.a. Marty the Mob, and you're watching the Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. Enjoy.
This is Impact Wrestling's Dash and Chris Bay, the ultimate finesser, former Finesse Division champion, and you're listening to Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast.
Thoughts Count Anywhere. Y'all watching it. This is my new tag team partner, Steve-O, a.k.a. Zeus, from the hit movie Friday, and from No Holds Barred.
Hi, I'm Sean Devaria. Listen to Thoughts Count Anywhere for all your wrestling news.
Hey, what's going on? This is Axe, and I'm smashing the demolition. And we want to invite you to watch every Saturday morning. Thoughts Count Anywhere.
This is John Cena. I just wanted to send you a congratulations on your podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because indeed they do. Thoughts are important. I mean, what would we do without them? And how can they not count anywhere? I just wonder, is there a place that thoughts don't count? I can't think of one. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much, congratulations, and good luck on the podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because they do.
All right, welcome back. Hey, we're still giving away a pair of tickets to UWW tonight.
Hey, Carlos, you were asking about tickets. We want to give them to you for free.
We'll give them to you for free.
Call in the studio right now.
And the number is?
No.
329-6947.
Do you know what I was going to do?
I'm afraid.
BR549. Do you know what that is?
I do not, but it just sounded funny.
BR549 was the telephone number on Hee Haw
hospital
that Junior Sampler used to use for his auto lot.
Carlos, that's okay, buddy. Just call in. We'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Just bring a friend or
give the other one away to somebody in the Sahara.
702-329-6947.
As long as she's cute.
And press 1, please.
Yes, call in now. Right, Tom, tell him. Get a date. Call in now, Carlos, now.
Now.
All right. With that, let's turn it over for the rant. It's really not much of a rant. It's more of an announcement rant. Because
I got more of a rant than he does.
What about what? We're going to have a rant 2.0 today?
They released the prices for the Double or Nothing meet and greets.
You go first.
All right, go ahead. Bring it up.
That shit is ridiculous.
Go for it.
You go first, brother. Bring
it's
it
like
up.
they're trying to make up for the 3 years that Double or Nothing was not here. Who the hell's paying $100 to meet Danhausen?
On that thought, our phone line is just ringing. Dare I? Let's see. I wonder who this is.
Who?
Thank you for calling. Yeah, who? Thank you for calling. Who's this, please?
It's Carlos.
Carlos!
Hey!
What a shock. Carlos. You win a pair of tickets to tonight's Ultimate Women of Wrestling event. Find a date, buddy. It doesn't matter. As long as she's good looking when you walk around the casino, that's all.
What's going on, Carlos? How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing well. For Saturday, the sun's out.
There you go.
Sun's out, so.
Hey, so find somebody else to bring with you tonight. And
I'm sure.
Huh?
I'm sure I can find someone off the strip.
Okay.
Remember, she's got to be good looking.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. This is going to be a hell of a card, and I'm getting ready to announce it in just a few minutes. But
I know you're in our chat room. Is that how you're watching us right now?
Yeah, from Facebook.
Excellent, my friend.
there's some heavyweights.
Make sure you continue to share us with your friends. All right. So once we get off the air, I will send you a private message with everything. We're going to have them ready for you tonight, and I'll give you all the details after the show, okay?
Great.
All right, congratulations.
We'll see you down there.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank
All
you,
right, see you
Carlos.
tonight, Carlos.
I was beginning to wonder if our phone line was working. But anyway, Carlos made it happen. All right, but here's another announcement. Go for it.
I've been tagging and I can't get them.
What? Tagging who?
Somebody.
Oh, we have another pair, don't we?
Yeah.
As well as, well, let's do the second pair. You want to do that or the other thing first? Let's do the
Do second pair.
Okay. Next hour. Well, I'm saying but we're almost at the top of the hour, so I figured we could set it up.
We got another pair of tickets
That we'll give away
Call in
the second hour.
in the second hour. We'll come up with a really difficult trivia question.
Ooh, you're welcome, Carlos. That's a good idea. We gave away the first one easy, but then after that one, I think we still have another package of
Family 4-pack.
a family 4-pack for tonight. But we're going to give that away last. So if you need a pair of tickets, we're going to give that away in the second hour with a trivia question. But without further ado, it's time now for Chief and his tones to his rant to share the card as he's warming up to share tonight's card at the. Oh, wait, keep going, Chief. Keep going. We're videoing this. This is going to be part of our new commercial. I love it. There you go. There it is. Coming to you soon. The Chief. Oh, he got it. Didn't we change the name on that one? He's got to have the second one. Now, if you can't buy his exercise CD direct, I'm sure it'll be on his OnlyFans page. But don't look for this one. Lonely Fans, and you look for this. The following logo should be coming up there. There it is. We actually Chief will tell you, we actually talked about this Thursday night at Black Tie Vegas. Lou and I got into a conversation about wrestling because he asked me about what was going on. I brought up, we still have, 15 minutes talking about wrestling. We talked about Chief because he was in the chat. We brought all this up. So we got a whole new niche market. All right, with that, it's time for the Chiefs rant.
All right, fans. Good morning. It is the Chief. My 3 minutes of fame is now 2:58, but I'm taking maybe a little bit more than 3 minutes. Anyway, UWW1, Saturday, May 21st, tonight, 8 p.m. bell time in the Sahara Theater, located at Sahara and the Las Vegas Boulevard. Jenny Santana, GM, Shaw Guerrero, the host and announcer. 8 great matches. Ashley Demoy versus Jordan Blue. Zeta Zhang versus Gemma Jules. The Renegade Twins, their Hellers on Wheel versus Micah Madrid and Delilah Doom. Nevaeh versus Christina Von Airy. Miranda Elise versus Alex Gracia. Lady Tapa versus Genocide. And in the co-main event, Santana Garrett versus Christy James and Eva Lise versus Maserati, our very own Las Vegas homebred professional women's wrestler. Card subject to change, live entertainment by Nikki Page. So, folks, come on out and support an all-women's wrestling show and wrestling organization. UW1 tonight 8 p.m. at the Sahara Hotel. That is the Chief over and out.
Thank you, Tyler. Tyler's checking in from South Carolina. Tyler, if we'd love for you to be part of the pay-per-view tonight, go to uwwfed.com, like Chief just said. And for $9.95, check it out. Pay-per-view, check in at 7 o'clock. We'll be there. Thoughts Count Anywhere. We'll be there. And be a good time.
What part of South Carolina there, Tyler? I was stationed in Charleston many years ago.
Yeah. Watch it. What is? Oh, South Carolina. I said for some reason North Carolina came in my head, and watch, he's like Ric Flair's neighbor or something. That's another thing that came up this week, and again,
Talk to me. I'm
sure it's on here somewhere.
Oh yeah.
The match,
Woo!
the match, but about Ricky Steamboat and whatnot. Oh, he's from Abbottville, South Carolina, Chief.
Abbeville. I know where you're at, brother.
Actually, Tyler was connected to me by our guys at TRC because I'm interested in looking for a piece. And they put me in touch with Tyler to chat with him. So Tyler's now watching us. And
hey, Tyler, thanks for coming in. We're glad you're watching,
Absolutely.
buddy.
All right. We are close to the top of the hour, so why don't we bail out, let's get ready for our second hour a few minutes early.
Woo!
I don't like the creative of the way this show's going, so I'm just going to walk out.
Okay.
Very well.
So just leave your donut on the table. Thoughts Count Anywhere, hour number 1 in the books. Hour number 2. More crazy stuff coming up. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back.
It's not the worst podcast ever, is it? It's the best podcast. Thoughts Count Anywhere. All your wrestling news, all your hobbit all your gimmickry. Go on over, listen wherever your podcasts are downloaded. The Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. I'm the big LG Doc Ellis. That's my endorsement. Booyah!
What's up, man? It's your boy, Seth Fatu. I'm here with my man, Big Chief. I need you to check out the podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere.
This is the Essential Character EC3 on behalf of my dear friends at Thoughts Count Anywhere. The podcast for your mind when you need deep thinking about all things sports and entertainment.
Hello, this is Martin Casals, a.k.a. Marty the Mob, and you're watching the Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. Enjoy.
This is Impact Wrestling's Dash and Chris Bay, the ultimate finesser, former Finesse Division champion, and you're listening to Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast.
Thoughts Count Anywhere. Y'all watching it. This is my new tag team partner, Steve-O, a.k.a. Zeus, from the hit movie Friday, and from No Holds Barred.
Hi, I'm Sean Tavares. Listen to Thoughts Count Anywhere for all your wrestling news.
Hey, what's going on? This is Axe, and I'm smashing the demolition. And we want to invite you to watch every Saturday morning. Thoughts Count Anywhere.
Oh, there it is. There it is. This is the 2.0 version coming soon to shelves nowhere near you. Disco Sweat with the Chief.
I will give you 99 cents if you buy it.
It quickly went from pay 99 cents, we'll give you 99 cents. He's got 10 million of them in his garage to give away like the old Amway products. You know.
Yeah, buddy.
We're going to have some fun with that over the coming weeks.
It's all right. Hey, if I
for
can't
that.
laugh at myself, I'm not having fun.
Chief, that's why people love you. I love you.
That's the way you...
We
You know
love you.
what? Can I have a minute?
Sure.
You know, with the way the world is right now,
Yeah.
we all get too serious about everything in the world. And some things we should. But, you know, sometimes it's okay to have a cry. Sometimes it's okay to have a laugh. The more you laugh, the better the medicine is for you and the better you feel. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you straight up. The three of us, myself and my two brothers here, and Mr. Aaron, our producer.
Illustrious producer.
We have a huge night tonight. A huge night. I've never done nothing like this that I'm doing tonight. And if you don't think that I'm nervous and I wonder what it's going to be like, Well, I
gonna be
am
epic.
nervous, but I'll tell you, the two fellas that is to my right and my left, and the gentleman that's producing this, I have a whole lot of confidence in them, and we're gonna pull this off tonight. There's no doubt in my mind. Okay, so. I don't ask for too much, but you know what? I'm going to ask for this. Y'all say a prayer for us tonight so that we can do and perform and give the best performance we can on Title Match Network for UW1 tonight.
There you go.
I love you.
Chief out. All right. Hour number 2 started. That means it is time to give away our second pair of tickets for UWW, right?
Yeah.
UW1.
There you go. Give us a call, 702-329-6947. Press the number 1 to come into the studio. If you're outside the United States, guess what, though? You could still get on by watching the pay-per-view on Title Match. But if you're here locally or whatever, you want to drive in today for tonight, I don't care. We have another pair of tickets to the first caller right now. Or do we have a trivia question? Did you have a trivia question?
I'll make it easy.
Go for it.
What's
Trivia question.
UWW stand for?
There you have it. What does UWW stand for? It's the ultimate way to get tickets for tonight's show.
At the women wrestling event.
At the women wrestling event? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
One-stop shopping.
Okay. So anyway, first caller who gets the trivia question correct, number 1, you've been listening. Number 2, if you don't get it, I don't know where you've been. All right.
You must have went through the Clark County school system.
Wait a minute. I teach in there. Wait a minute.
So you resemble that remark.
I do resemble that remark. All right. Real quickly.
Where are we at?
Thank you, Chief.
Where are we
thank
going?
you, Jennifer.
Where are we going?
Okay, real quickly. Stephanie McMahon was announced she's stepping away from her position for which she describes as wanting to spend more time with family.
Yeah.
Triple H is back at work. Is there a correlation, though, with her stepping away? Is Triple H's health a factor here? If he's back to work, but certainly in a very diminished role, et cetera.
What I read on the dirt sheet said that he's back to work full time now.
But a very, very different job description.
Well,
much lighter description.
Rightly so.
Right.
But he is back to work. With Steph stepping away from the WWE right now, I really think it has, personally, I don't have any information on it, but I really think it has to do with the 3 girls growing up and getting to the age where proms are going to start and cheerleading's going to start and things like that. And, they may have gone to mom and asked mom to be around for them. And I think that's really, personally myself, I think that's what it is. I think Steph wants to step away and spend quality time with the girls now as they grow up to become women.
Right. I agree. Listen, the pandemic time changed everybody's perspective on family first kind of things. And I think Chief maybe has hit the nail right on the head. So Roberto says he'll see us tonight. That's great. Thank you. Make sure you stop by and say hello to us during the pre-show. We're going to be right in front of the sound booth when you come in. I think doors, what did they say last night, Aaron? Doors open, 7? 7 o'clock? So that's perfect.
Stop by. I'll give you an autograph.
He'll pay you for it. But anyway,
About
so stop by and
$2.50.
see us. We're going to be right in front of the sound booth there. It's going to be taped off. You can't get to us from the sides, but certainly if you walk in front of us or wherever, just make sure you
I'll
let us know
rip
that
the
you're there.
damn tape down.
I know,
You'll
right?
be able to get to us.
By the way, I love your final bullet under pop culture. I just saw it. I just saw it. Okay, let's switch over to AEW because Chief threatened me during the commercial break if we didn't go to AEW. AEW's got something big coming on this upcoming week. What's going on?
Hey, we don't have to go to AEW.
Well, it's too late. I introed it already.
It's a big week in Vegas for wrestling events. Not only do we have UWW tonight, but it starts off with like 8 different wrestling events. It culminates in Double or Nothing from the T-Mobile Arena
next
Sunday. But first we have Dynamite and Rampage at Mandalay Bay, plus the Double or Nothing Fan Fest.
Saturday.
Everyone's going to get their wrestling fix in this week, for sure.
Yep.
So there's a lot going on. Memorial Day weekend. Now, what people may not realize who don't live here is that with the UWW event tonight,
Yes.
EDC is in town.
Who cares?
So I bring that up for a couple of reasons.
Who cares?
Well, I'm going to bring it up for a couple of reasons because
I don't care.
Because I choose to. It's my turn.
I don't.
Turn his
no,
mic off, will you please?
I don't care.
Turn his mic off. I don't either, but
You turn
but
my
I- but
mic
I-
off, I'm gonna throw a donut at your head.
He'll open it. He'll catch it with his mouth.
Talk to me.
But I will say this though about EDC as we were walking through the casino last night. For those who
The
don't know,
sights are awesome.
Oh my God, Electric Daisy Carnival. It's out at the Speedway. I don't know, 200,000 people or plus come in from all over. I met people from Germany.
500,000 people are in town.
Lot of-
500 are in town for it.
A lot of hoochie girls.
But the outfits.
Oh yeah.
This is cosplay triple X.
Oh hey, when I worked at Aria, you cannot believe the sights I saw.
So when we left the hotel last night, I had the inauspicious way to go home because I usually take 15
Did
and
you
95.
take pictures?
No,
Why not?
I couldn't whip it out fast enough.
Oh, okay.
The camera that is. I know.
Where's the babing? Where's the
I didn't
babing
curse
on that one?
I didn't curse.
No, I don't mean to.
I didn't
don't
curse.
Mean, I don't mean to turn you off. Where's the? You know.
Oh, the shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, the timpani roll. No,
Yeah.
the drum, the timp set. Bum.
There you go.
It's too late now, dude. Is that Krista in the corner there that I see that she's watching?
Who?
Krista.
Hey,
up in Canada.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
Carlos puts in there, the ticket scalpers are losing money on tickets. I had some guy trying to sell me Rampage tickets for $300, and they're up in the nosebleeds.
No, brother.
Which
no.
coincides
Go to
with...
Ticketmaster. I
Yeah.
literally bought tickets to Dynamite yesterday.
Yeah.
For $23.
Yeah, you can get tickets. Don't worry about it. Do not go to a scalper.
Tom Crawford shares in the chat, since we're talking about wrestling events, FSW at the Silver Nugget shows. You can check it out at fswvegas.com. Thank you, Tom.
What days and what time?
Well, if you're not-
I don't
go,
know.
Go to the website. Just go to the
Yeah,
website.
go to the
We don't have
website.
time to
There
keep
you
reading
go.
everything.
That's right.
Krista says she's doing good, but it's cold. How cold can it be in Canada right now, Mr. Producer?
It's Canada. Does it ever get warm there?
Oh, my God. Send your emails to Matt at the ticket scale.
They're like, it's summer. It's 50 degrees here.
Did you just say, is Facebook now coming up differently or the chat room?
As soon
That's
as
a whole
it-
different look now.
As soon as it crosses,
I like it.
As soon as you cross the border, it gets cold.
Happens in my bedroom. Anyway.
What do you do?
Well-
Open the window or what?
No, I dropped the thermostat down to 66. My
Oh.
wife is like under 40 blankets.
I was going to ask you if you had two beds, but I'll leave that
I
one
do.
alone.
It's in the other room. I do. It's in the other room. My wife says to me,
Yeah.
"Why is it always so cold in the house?" I say, "Well, if God didn't put those numbers on the thermostat, why the hell don't we use them? You know what I'm saying? They say if we use them, they're there, right?"
I keep the house at 76.
Oh, I can't.
And you know what?
That's awful.
It stays. It stays. It's nice and cool. Who the hell was that?
I have no idea. See, what I have the system off during the day, Monday through Friday, when we're not home.
Well,
But
see,
I,
I'm
you know,
home.
I look at it this way: I can't take my skin off if I get too hot. I can always put blankets or T-shirts or socks on if it gets too cold, but it never gets too cold in my house. Sometimes it can't get cold enough.
You know, and when I won, I jump in the swimming pool.
What temperature do you like in the swimming pool?
I keep it at about.
You have your own
78.
You have your own pool?
Oh yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And my own hot tub.
Wow. And
Yeah.
we never get invited. How come?
Because you guys browbeat me all the fucking time.
Well,
I
Liz-
ain't inviting you. It's over.
Well, Liz,
The hell with that
Liz,
shit.
call us, Liz. So I don't. Liz will invite us.
I'm telling.
That's right. By the way, you're still safe. She's not in the chat room yet. Another pair of tickets up for grabs for tonight. Call us. Call us.
She's busy tonight.
702-329-6947. Call us. We have another pair of tickets to give away for UWW. All right.
Yep.
Let's go. I want to go to the AEW Impact Injury Report. Let's talk about this Ric Flair return. Ricky Steamboat, who was part of a six-man tag initially, right? Flair was going to be with FTR, I believe. I don't remember who was Ricky. Was Ricky gonna,
Rock and Roll Express.
Rock and Roll Express. First of all, and when it was announced, I put this in the chat room to you guys, and I didn't get much of a reply that I could remember.
Nope.
So why at this point at 70-plus years old, why does Ric Flair have to... Now, I don't think he's going to do a whole lot if you're in a six-man tag, obviously. But what does he have to prove at his age right now to get into the ring and risk further injury? Because we know he's not a healthy guy. He can say he is, but, I mean, talk to me about this. Give me some feedback. Or not. Okay.
Last I saw, he said he had to see 40 He saw 40 doctors to try to get cleared. That means 39 of them said hell no.
And what does that tell
Then
you?
he had to pay. He probably had to pay somebody off to like, hey, can I do this one more time?
He I know he's trained, and correct me if I'm wrong. I saw something that said he's training with John Cena's personal trainer, I believe.
Yeah, he has been for years.
But I saw something else. Wasn't he training with?
He was in the ring with Jay Lethal.
That's it, Jay
With
Lethal.
Jay.
That's the one that I saw.
But now, him and Wendy are back together now.
Okay.
So hopefully she's going to talk some sense into him. I mean,
well, the event's in July, right?
You know, let's
August.
They push it back now.
SummerSlam.
They push it back now. Okay.
You know, let's face it. I mean, it's like when you learn something, you don't forget how to do it.
Mhm.
If you learn to ride a bicycle, at any age you're going to be able to ride a bicycle. Flair's, Flair's going to be what, 70, 71, something.
I think he's like 75-ish.
Something like that. So I mean, he's can he do it one more time? How much will they allow him to do? I think he can still go. I think the factor is he going, how easy will it be for him to get injured? And with him, if the Rock and Roll Express is going to be part of the match, he's wrestled with Ricky and Robert so much, they could probably not even talk about a match, just go in the ring and do the match without talking about it at all. Who was going to be? I wonder who Rick's partners were going to be for
FTR.
that. FTR. Okay, they can both go.
But listen, if you're in a 6-man tag, in my opinion, Rick's not going to do a whole lot. He's going to come down, style and profile, and do the whole thing. Maybe he'll get in for a couple of minutes, I would suspect, take a couple of bumps. But why? At 70-something years old, when you're not 100% healthy, and like you said, whatever number of doctors he went to see before he got to the one that said yes, all those other ones can't be stupid. They didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Select the night before they saw Rick and said, all right, yeah, we're not going to pass you. You know what I'm saying?
It's even worse. I'm looking through articles right now. That 6-man tag got scrapped already. He's going to go one-on-one with somebody.
I think personally...
And they haven't named an opponent. This is going to tarnish his legacy. He does not need to do this.
Personally, myself, I think it's going to be him and Jay Lethal are going to be the match. That's what I think. And it's going to end up being a wooing contest.
Yeah, that's right.
Like it was.
I remember that.
Like it was before in Impact. That's the type of match it's going to be.
That's funny.
We're all thinking it's going to be a real match. I don't think it is. I kind of think it's going to be a work match.
You mean it's not real?
Exactly.
I know it's not like... I was listening to Matt Cardona's podcast, and he figured out that Ric Flair's looking for an opponent. He's like, hey, Rick, I'll give you one more shot at the NWA title. Let's do it.
Fuck Cardona.
I just don't see the purpose behind this, right? I mean, Ricky Steamboat...
I agree with Matt.
What's that?
Going to tarnish his reputation.
But that's why I'm asking from the beginning. Why even do this? You've been out of the ring for so long. What does he have to prove? Why? I want to know.
I think he
why.
wants to prove it to himself and only to himself.
To me, if he was going to if he really wanted to do something in wrestling, okay, my opinion, let him and Arn, and I know Arn can't really go, let him and Arn go up against the Rock and Roll Express. Or him and Ricky Steamboat go up against...
Steamboat doesn't want anything to do with it. He doesn't want. That's why he turned down this whole event in the first place.
He doesn't want to wrestle anymore.
Right. And I don't blame him.
I don't want to see a match where the combined age of like the tag teams is like 300 years old.
Well, you could always bring Sting in, I guess.
That would make it like 320.
You know, Sting could wrestle. He still gets in the ring.
Yeah, he does.
He
And
could
he
still
takes
go,
some
and that
great
dude's
bumps.
doing
You
like
know.
some crazy shit now.
But he's also at least 10, 12 years younger than Flair.
Yeah.
Well, Sting's in his 60s.
Right, but Flair's
Yeah.
in his 70s.
So
Tom Crawford lets us know that Cardona is actually going to be in town this week for Full Tilt.
we don't care.
I'm just sharing info, dude.
We
this
don't
is
care.
an infotainment show.
We don't care about Cardona.
John Morrison,
Yeah,
too.
we do.
Well, I don't care about Cardona.
Let's see if we get him on the show
Morrison's
next
in
week.
town. I know it.
See if we get him on the show next week.
Morrison?
Either one of them. I don't care.
Hey, Tom, You want to help us out? Get us one of the guys.
You're going to be sitting next to him
Yeah.
tonight. You got 3 hours to get him to help us.
I'm going to knock the shit out of him.
All right, so that's, let's see, what else? What are we going to do? Adam Cole advanced in the finals.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Of the Owen Hart Cup.
Of the Owen Hart Cup.
He
yep.
faces the winner of Samoa Joe versus Kyle O'Reilly at Dynamite in Vegas.
I think it'll be Samoa.
Yeah.
I think it'll be Samoa and Adam Cole. That's what I think.
Oh, 2 former WWE guys. Shocker.
Yeah.
Shocker. All right.
Both ROH guys, too.
That is very true. Last week I asked this question about does no selling hurt the business? And we kind of got into that conversation last week a little bit. And I bring that up for this purpose because of what happened this week with Wardlow. Okay, now I know Wardlow, they're trying to build him up to be a monster and a beast. And he had this thing with getting whipped in the ring by MGF and his crew. And he ended up taking a crotch shot, which put him down. But he, using the words, he no-sold the whips. Is this a case, though, where no selling is a good thing because of what they're trying to build him to be in this case only?
He flinched on one of them.
A flinch is not caving down and, you know.
But
the difference between how Cody Rhodes took those and how he took those are two different things.
Totally agree with you. But, and I'm going to say this publicly, if MJF ever gave me a nut shot like he gave Wardlow, when I was able to get up, I'd find the biggest 2x4 I could find, and I'd bust that motherfucker's head wide open.
I would give anything on this planet
to
have MJF on this fucking show.
Because that was wrong. You just don't. You don't do that type of a shot to anyone. Okay, to anyone. And what did Mr. Mark Henry say about it this morning? You wanna?
No, go ahead.
You wanna? I don't remember. You wanna elaborate?
Well, he
on
basically
it?
said the same thing. He said if you were to give him that kind of shot, he basically echoed what Chief said. He said you'd be dead. He would track you down afterwards, and House of Pain would mean nothing.
You just don't do that.
You know, maybe was it? And again,
talk to me.
Is it possible that he just missed the spot, so to speak? Because there are, obviously people know that there's a way that you do that stuff without it.
It's got to be like, it's like the biggest storyline Wardlow's ever been in, and he's like the modern day Goldberg done right, pretty much.
Let me.
He's probably was just like, screw it, just hit me for TV.
Let me ask a question. Do you think that MJF is trying to get out of his AEW contract?
No.
Well, he has to get through to 2024, right? That's when he's officially out of AEW.
I'm just asking, do you think he's trying to get out of his contract?
No.
Okay.
You think he did it purposely to have an issue to get out of it?
Yes.
Well, with the way that they're having...
And I hope, and we don't know.
Yeah, no, of course.
And I'll give you...
Yeah, that's right.
I hope that Wardlow, when it was over, said and done, and when they were backstage, I hope Wardlow and MJF had a discussion about how that played out on TV.
Wardlow may have been like, well, you got to do that a little bit better next time. Carlos says, I don't think he missed the spot. I think he aimed for the right spot. Carlos says that, which is interesting. Hey, you know what? Let's go to our first break of the second hour. We're a little late, but that's okay. We do. Let's repeat the trivia question. Hopefully we'll get an answer to give away the second set. What was the trivia question?
The real difficult, horrible...
What's the ultimate trivia question?
The ultimate trivia question is, what does UWW stand for?
You mean of women
at
wrestling?
the women wrestling event?
If you can answer that
That's
hard trivia
ultimately
question.
going down tonight
And
at
the
8
number
o'clock.
one.
And I love women's wrestling. I think it's great. 702-329-6947. Call us after the break to get that second pair of tickets. And after that, we have a family 4-pack still to give away.
Do
Give us a
not
call.
embarrass me tonight.
What does UWW stand?
What's UWW stand for?
Screenshot.
There you go. Screenshot it. Give us a call after the break. We will be right back.
It's not the worst podcast ever, is it? It's the best podcast. Thoughts Count Anywhere. All your wrestling news, all your hobbit all your gimmickry, go on over, listen wherever your podcasts are downloaded. The Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. I'm the big LG Doc Ellis. That's my endorsement. Booyah!
This is John Cena. I just wanted to send you a congratulations on your podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere. Because indeed they do. Thoughts are important. I mean, what would we do without them? And how can they not count anywhere? I just wonder, is there a place that thoughts don't count? I can't think of one. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much, congratulations, and good luck on the podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because they do.
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
Hey, all right, welcome back. TCA, by the way, in front of us here in the podium, and I'll raise it because we have some great comments coming in. You can get this poster courtesy of GoLive.Vegas under the merchandise tab. Oh, I should have brought my mug up here. I should be drinking water out of my mug. I forgot about that since I'm not there. By the way, Aaron's Hour today is going to be a replay since we're going to be at the Sahara. The live show will be back next week. You can go on to GoLive.Vegas. There you see it right there on your screen. And what we're going to do with this today, we're going to take it out of this beautiful frame. Chief is armed with markers. By the way, you can also get a mug as well.
Yep.
I have my Aaron Phillips mug. I love it. Chief is armed with markers, and everybody coming on the show tonight at the pre-show, and any other of the ladies who we can get throughout the night or afterwards.
Exactly.
We'll be signing this poster. It's already been signed by Jennifer, and at some point at the end of the year, towards the end of the year, for the holidays, maybe whatever, we're going to give this away as a silent auction item or bid or whatever to raise money for a nonprofit here in Las Vegas. So, Jennifer wants to know. She's hearing that Aaron's wearing a fancy jacket, which I mentioned to Jennifer. She wants to know what you guys are wearing tonight.
My birthday suit.
And just like that, we got canceled.
I'm wearing my Richard Simmons outfit.
I have the wig at home, by the way.
Canceled twice.
Double. We just entered the canceled community. There you go, right there.
I got my Thoughts Count Anywhere polo shirt.
I'm wearing my Thoughts Count Anywhere polo shirt and a pair of slacks with black shoes. So I will be appropriately attired.
That's right. He'll be next to me doing the bell. Now, Matt is actually going to be running the mobile camera around the ring, and you're going to be busy, and we have...
Who's going to hold the camera when we're on the
he's got it on stands and
pre-show?
stuff. He'll have a stand, one wide shot camera for us. We're good to go.
I need my own camera.
No.
Yeah.
Doesn't work that way tonight.
What the hell?
But Matt is running the roving camera, and we also want to thank your friend Tony, right?
Yeah.
Give him a shout out.
My friend Tony's going to help us out with production, and we'll
basically be your shadow.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mr. Tony Antonelli, I believe is his name.
Yeah, so for those
a
who
good
don't...
Irish Catholic.
For those who don't know, if you've ever watched wrestling on TV or if you go to an arena where they're filming, you see the cameramen around the ring. There's that long-ass cable, basically, and there's somebody that follows them so that the cameraman does not have to worry about tripping or falling or getting tripped up by whatever. And this trailer, basically, or shadow, as I like to call it, really their job is to make sure the camera person doesn't get hurt and trip over the cable.
Hey,
you're going to be tethered with a 100-foot cable tonight.
I'll give you $20 if you wrap the cable around Crawford's head tonight.
Let's get the show in first. Afterwards, then. All right. So
love you, Tom.
There you go. All right. Where else we want to go in AEW?
I want to talk about this real quick.
Which one?
Dustin.
Go for it. Yes.
Mr. Dustin Rhodes celebrated 14 years sobriety this week. Big shout out to you, my brother. You're one of us, and I'm one of you, and we just take it one day at a time. And unfortunately, there was a production meeting last night that I couldn't attend. I was at I was doing something myself, and ended up taking somebody to detox last night.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's more important.
And we get them in.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
get them
definitely more
started. So, you know, Dustin,
Absolutely.
big shout out to you, my brother. Congrats.
And congrats to everybody who's gone through this, including our very own chief, where every day it's the same challenge, right? To just continue on the road of healthy living. We'll just leave it at that.
One step at a time.
And so, but yeah, definitely, Dustin, congratulations for your achievement. All right.
Speaking of AEW,
Talk to me.
Everyone gives Ronda Rousey a hard time for like her championship run. I saw a real interesting fact yesterday.
Britt Baker.
Since Thunder Rosa has been AEW champion since March 16th, she has been on TV a total of 20 minutes since then.
Yep.
She has been in one match
Yep.
that lasted like a couple minutes. I think Britt Baker ends up on TV 20 minutes more in a week.
Just because.
Just because it's Britt Baker.
Right.
What are they doing? And then this Serena Deeb match is like the most unhyped, boring thing I think I have ever seen in wrestling ever.
I wonder if could she be injured, and they're not saying anything.
No, she's fine. She wrestles on her independent show all the time.
I mean, I'm just asking.
Could you imagine a promo battle between Serena Deeb and Ronda Rousey? I would cancel all of wrestling. There's no way.
That's funny.
And what makes you say that?
Did you hear her on the microphone?
If you don't mind me asking.
Thunder Rosa, I've been in the ring for 30 years, and I'm gonna beat you at Double or Nothing.
You mean monotone? Okay.
It's horrible. She's good in the ring, but dear God,
it got your attention, though.
It irritated the shit out of me. It didn't get my attention.
You're talking about it now, so it got your attention.
It's got a point.
In the worst way possible.
It's got a
Hey,
point.
I'm just bringing it up. It got your attention.
That's true.
We will defend that woman no matter
You know,
what.
I would and I'll say this to you. I would love to see Serena Deeb wrestling matches.
Nope.
Serena Deeb and Thunder Rosa in a real wrestling match.
They're gonna have one of those next Sunday.
Serena Deeb, Britt Baker in a real wrestling match, and Serena Deeb and the women's champion in WWE in a real wrestling match.
I want to see Serena Deeb stay in the back and train all the people because she don't need to be out there.
Evidently, if
she's good in the ring, but she needs like one of the managers where she never speaks ever.
Maybe Vicky Guerrero.
Oh dear. How do you make a bad situation worse?
Well, hey, Vicky, if you're listening in, Matt said that.
She fired me.
Oh, I
Come at me.
forgot.
I was going to say, he's already fired.
That's
He
right.
doesn't care.
He got his ass fired.
That's
right.
By the way, on this past week's show, during the Owen Hart Cup, there was a Joker. They had two Jokers, one on the female
called it too.
and one on the lady side.
I called it, damn
yes,
it.
you did.
Yes,
And by
I
a
did.
man who goes by more names than, as they used to say when I was growing up, than Carter has pills. Formerly Johnny Morrison, Johnny Drip Drip, Johnny, you name it.
Johnny Impact.
Right. Showed up last night as Johnny Elite. And the funny part with all of this is that the AEW social media crew tagged him as Johnny Gargano.
Well,
What the hell? Talk about a botch.
that's their creative writing screwing up.
Well, that's
buddy.
social media. That's not creative writing.
Our Truth is their social media person.
That's good.
Touche.
So big faux pas, but could that have been an accidental that maybe, because Gargano,
Maybe
all of a
Gargano's
sudden,
going to come.
right, all of a sudden Gargano came out almost immediately. Well, I'll be announcing my plans very soon as to what's going to be going on with me, and it was like the next day. So do we see him in AEW?
I can see somebody debuting like there's got to be like some kind of big debut at Double or Nothing.
It's going to be Gargano. No. You know what?
Gargano's good, but he's not. That's not like big debut qualifying.
I'm going to throw a name out there that would surprise the shit out of all of us if he showed up? Cesaro.
Interesting connection.
That don't qualify as a big debut either.
Interesting connection, though, because on last night's SmackDown, and we just saw it here on the replay, Butch and Xavier Woods had a match last night. And after the match, Xavier got beaten down 3-1 again, of course.
Correct.
Kofi came out, or I'm sorry, he did an interview in the back. And now there's a mystery partner so that they can go 3-on-3. And guess whose name came up for that position? Not Big E.
No comment.
Cesaro's name came back. Now, they don't know if there's any. It was just thrown out. There's a thought. Who knows? Who knows? But it's interesting you bring up his name.
I did see another cool fact. William Regal did some kind of interview.
Okay.
And he said he wants Cesaro so bad in AEW, he would sacrifice members of AEW's roster to get him in there.
He's a great talent. The WWE undersold him for so many years. I stumped Chief. Or the topic does.
I can't even talk on that, man.
So we'll keep
so
going.
Pissed off.
An announcement real quickly for those who do not know.
Wow.
Jim Ross re-signed with AEW for only a year and a half, which is an interesting timetable. And at Double or Nothing, it was announced Young Bucks will take on the Hardys.
Everyone on social media is saying it's like a dream match. It already happened in Ring of Honor. It was a super good match, but I can't wait for it to happen.
So it's going to happen next Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that'll be good. No, you know who I was thinking that might come up?
Who's that?
I don't know what his new name is since he went from NXT up to SmackDown last night, but Eli Drake.
Oh, what, Dupree? Is that his name?
Whatever the hell.
Max Dupree?
Is that his new name now? He's representing and scouting people?
Maybe he's
I don't know.
Going to get in the ring.
With the New Day?
Yeah.
But you're talking about a guy who's a heel joining a team that's a face.
Well, he could turn face.
Well, he could. The promo didn't seem to sound like that last night.
His name, I could see when I heard his name last night, the first thing that come to my mind was The Rock in the ring with the two Canadian guys, and years ago, doing
the Rougeau brothers.
Yeah. No, well, it was one of the Rougeaus and.
Renee was.
Renee.
You should be a member of WWE Creative because that shit made no sense.
But there was one guy who was former NWA champ, and Rock got in the ring with him and just Pepe Le Pew this and this. And I'm
you're talking about a battle of
and I'm
mics
thinking
there.
of Max Dupuis last night, and that was the first thing that came to my mind.
Pepe Le Pew is what people were calling Renee back in the day.
Exactly.
Another match was announced for next week. 10-man tag match. Jericho Appreciation Society will take on Danielson, Moxley, Santana Ortiz, and Eddie Kingston, assuming Danielson's leg. I know it's on the run sheet. Somehow Danielson's leg got caught between the ramp and the ring at the end of the match for like 15 minutes. Now, I did not see it. I don't know if anybody captured, but how does leg get in there in the first place? Did he like slip off the apron? How did he get in there in the first place?
I guess it was like a big brawl like at the end of Rampage. And there's a hole like this big between the ring and the ramp.
It was a gap, yes.
And it just happened to go through in the right spot, and he couldn't get his leg out.
Some people say it was a work because when they released him from the spot, he limped a little bit.
Yeah.
But in comparison to the amount of writhing pain that he was yelling and screaming while he was trapped, did not measure up how he kind of got out of there.
So he didn't sell it well enough.
Well, Carlos thinks it was a work, and we'll find out possibly for next week. Now, let's see what else. Facing, talk about. Actually, that's pretty. Anything else in AEW? I think we kind of covered everything there.
Nah.
All right. What's your thoughts, by the way, real quickly, on whether Roman Reigns is going to be a champ? Because they brought it up again this past week with his change in schedule. Although he's, according to what you said in our run sheet, he's going to still be on TV regularly for up through SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So there was thoughts he was going to be taking the summer off. That ain't happening.
Nah.
Are they then going to really rest him for a little bit, going back into then, because then you're going to start gearing up for WrestleMania 39 as you enter the fall season, right?
I've heard everything from he's going to take an extended time off to he's only doing TV and pay-per-views. He's not doing like the smaller house shows anymore. but he's going to be on TV every week, so I don't know.
I just want to clarify for Carlos. He talked about Daniel Bryan. If he was really hurt, they wouldn't film him. The clips that I saw were from individual phones. It was not being filmed by the AEW crew. It was folks using their phone for video capture. So I just want to clarify that. Are they really aiming towards trying to have him break Bruno's record? I guess is really the question. We talked about it, yay, nay. That's what did you calculate? 2,000 something days remaining as of last week? That's huge. Yeah. Like another 5 years or something, or 2.5, whatever it was.
You know, I really wonder if, I wonder how Roman's health is, and I wonder if he's really taken time off to where he may possibly need a few treatments.
Could be. But if he needed treatment, I can't imagine he'd be in the ring at all. Not with leukemia.
Well, I mean, you know, if it's just, you know, if he's gone to the doctors and it's just, you know, now starting to come back, you know, and I'm sure Vince will give him all the time off he needs if it is. You know, I hope it's not a health issue. I just hope it's the way he negotiated contract.
The clip that I saw, Carlos, were 2 clips from cell phones. So if AEW filmed it and it's on their YouTube channel, that's cool. Well, not cool, not cool. I don't know. But the clips I saw were from fans. I just want to ask our producer, from last break to now, the clips that you're putting up there, the messages and comments, they are very different from what they were at the start of the show. I don't know if these are Twitter. I know Carlos is Facebook because I'm seeing it, but they're also not identifying who they are. So I don't know what happened as to why that's changed. Okay, we're going to step aside for our last break because then we'll run it to the top of the hour. We have birthdays coming up that we got to announce, including one very special person. A couple of odds and ends we could talk about, and, of course, our pop cultures. We get ready to put our dancing shoes on for tonight.
Speaking of which, when's Miss Jen coming into town?
Next month, end of June. We've already talked about picking one of the Saturdays. She's going to be here, end of June.
And she's going to come in studio.
We're going to try to make that happen.
All right.
There you go. All right.
Because the chief said so.
Okay. Oh, look who's in the chat room.
Who?
Look who's in the chat room.
Who?
Chief, it's time to act right. Time to go back to your G-rated version of yourself. Good morning, Liz. We appreciate you stopping in to the chat room.
What's up, Shorty?
And he's been on. Liz, can you give me my one shot, please? Liz, I want you to look at me in the camera as I say this.
Turn his mic off.
No, Liz, he's been well behaved. Wink, wink. Well behaved. Okay, you got it. Wink, wink. All right. Are we ready to go to break, sir?
Love you, girl.
What do we got? Oh, she said good morning. Yeah. Well. Oh, okay. There you go.
Love you, girl.
We good to go? All right, we're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll finish up with some birthdays. We'll finish up with some odds and ends and some great topics in our pop culture, especially our last topic. You're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yeah, buddy.
This is John Cena. I just wanted to send you a congratulations on your podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere. Because indeed they do. Thoughts are important. I mean, what would we do without them? And how can they not count anywhere? Is there a place that thoughts don't count? I can't think of one. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much, congratulations, and good luck on the podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because they do.
What's up, man? It's your boy, Fatu, over here with my man, Big G. I need you to check out the podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere.
This is the Essential Character EC3 on behalf of my dear friends at Thoughts Count Anywhere. The podcast for your mind when you need deep thinking about all things sports and entertainment.
Hello, this is Martin Casals, a.k.a. Marty the Mob, and you're watching the Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. Enjoy.
This is Impact Wrestling's Dash and Chris Bay, the ultimate finesser, former Finesse Division champion, and you're listening to Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast.
Thoughts Count Anywhere. Y'all watching it. This is my new tag team partner, Steve-O, a.k.a. Zeus, from the hit movie Friday, and from No Holds Barred.
Hi, I'm Sean Davaria. Listen to Thoughts Count Anywhere for all your wrestling news.
Hey, what's going on? This is Axe, and I'm Smasher the Demolition. And we want to invite you to watch every Saturday morning. Thoughts Count Anywhere.
All right. now it's back to form. I don't know if you changed something, but now I see it. Now we can differentiate things. All right, welcome back. Hey, thank you for taking us on the go. If you're listening to us on the Go Live Vegas mobile app, we appreciate it. Whether it is on your Apple device or Android, we appreciate it. If you have Alexa, just tell Alexa, play Go Live Vegas Radio. Jen says that she'll be in town. She'll be in Vegas twice, May 31st through June 8th, and then June 27th through July 5th, my birthday. Nice. We'll have to pick one of those Saturdays and arrange for that to happen. Okay.
You're going to be 80, huh? Okay.
Yeah. As soon as you turn 100, I'll turn 80. All right, where do you guys want to go? Pick it up. I think we covered everything from AEW and the indie stuff, right? So I think we maybe have a few things still to go on the WWE report, if you'd like. Kevin Nash launching his own podcast.
I was literally just about to say that.
Who? Kevin Nash, Big Sexy.
Oh, God.
I wonder what changed his mind, because I remember talking to him at Unicon about doing doing an interview for a podcast. He's like, I don't do those things.
He's got so much damn money, he doesn't know what to do with it.
And he didn't consult us about doing a podcast with him.
I could care less.
Well, if he paid us enough, that's probably what turned him into wanting to do a podcast.
Well, and also, WWE released tickets for Clash at the Castle, their UK event.
Yeah.
And they are the highest priced tickets in the history of WWE.
Yep.
The very last row in the Cardiff or whatever, it's in Cardiff. I don't remember the name of the arena.
Yeah, in Cardiff. They were in
But
Cardiff.
the very last row was $250.
And that's the U.S. dollars you're quoting, not the pounds. Wow, $250.
They went from 60,000 people in their weight room to when they saw the prices, they sold like 20,000 tickets instead of selling it out instantly.
Wow.
Like they thought they were going to.
Did you remember prices on any of the other sections?
It didn't say. I think they're like 20,000.
Jeez Louise. Crazy. All right, you know what? Let's go to birthdays.
Happy birthday
and then we'll
to
come
you.
back. We'll pick another couple of topics and wrap up with pop culture. The happy birthday song, courtesy of Pocket Aces. Rob Goldstein, the main host of the Debt Lifeline. This is he and his little band that he plays. We'll have him on my show at some point down the line when he's ready. He did tell me they finally hired a front person.
Who?
Rob Goldstein. He's the gentleman that I co-host with the Debt Lifeline show that airs here Tuesdays from 9 to 10 a.m.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
How come I don't get tagged on that one?
I don't know. I tag you in it. But I'll make sure you get tagged moving forward.
Yeah, please.
All right, so here's some birthdays. If you're celebrating a birthday today through next Friday, the 27th, you're celebrating a birthday with these people. Today, May 21st, Chris Benoit. Kota Ibushi. How does he pronounce it? Ibushi? Is that a V or a Y?
Leva Bates.
Leave her alone, will you? I'm sorry. You can tell how the nerves are starting to kick in right.
I have very good printing and handwriting. Okay, we were taught that in school, how to write. And you know what? You look at the autographs today.
You can't understand them.
There's no rhyme nor reason of how they write.
You do. Yeah, you do. You actually print very well. But tonight, to get everybody's names down, I have to write phonetically. All right, if you're celebrating tomorrow, May 22nd.
Well, that's...
Brian Pillman.
Yes.
Scott Putsky. Daniel Bryan, the aforementioned Daniel Bryan. Tracy Brooks. Oh, well, I'm reading it the way it's written here. He wrote Daniel Bryan, but Brian Danielson.
That's right.
Tracy Brooks, Joe Coffey. May 23rd, Alex Shelley. Bray Wyatt. May 25th, Ricky Banderas.
Ricky Banderas.
Ricky Banderas. Is there an actor with that last name?
Yeah. Do you know his first
singer?
Antonio.
Antonio Banderas. Alberto Del Rio. Uh-oh. I have to respect this one. I have to acknowledge this one. Roman Reigns, May 25th. Bo Dallas. May 25th as well. May 27th, Eric Bischoff. And of course, people know her as Natty. People know her.
Send it to him.
What? What am I looking at? What? I can't. Can you grab his phone there? Can you grab his phone?
Chief, grab the phone.
Great, just grab his phone. We still have that pair of tickets to give away while we're. All right, let's see.
He sends me the live birthday thing.
I'm announcing that. All right. So now.
What do I know?
That's no. He didn't know. No. But
I don't know nothing.
You'll understand why in a moment.
Okay.
But we have some special birthdays to announce.
Yes, we do.
May 22nd. Our good friend Jennifer McCord will be celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, Jennifer.
29 and holding.
Santana Jackson. Great Michael Jackson tribute artist who does perform in town, but more importantly, he's also a wrestler.
That sucker can do a moonwalk.
He's got
like
moonwalk. He can do it.
Else.
He can do some flippy shit.
You ain't wrong.
Santana Jackson, local wrestler, May 23rd.
Chief approved.
May 26th, announcer, and is he a founder? What's his title?
Board member, treasurer.
Board member, treasurer, Dave Buckler.
Yeah.
Who we interviewed a few weeks ago as well. And this is your screen just went blank. Wait, your screen just went dark on me. A very close birthday to our producer here in the studio.
I guess to get a hold of Chief during the show, we have to text him or something. He hasn't stopped looking at that thing all night.
But here's the funny part, Chief, to answer the story.
Well, you guys pick on me, so to hell with you.
Birthday, what was the birthday? Because I blacked out there. What was the actual date? I know it was
1952.
Not you.
Oh.
May 19th.
May 19th was was it 22, right? Tegan Ellicus. The daughter of our very own producer and Raquel Ellicus.
How the hell did we miss that one?
No. Well, here's the funny part. I'm announcing the birthdays. But who does our producer send it to?
Matt.
It's not like we have a teleprompter right there.
Right, the teleprompter would have worked.
A different one to put it up there.
Duh.
But he's like, let me text a guy across from the whole thing.
Duh.
Anyway, happy birthday to Tegan and everybody on our birthday list this week. Happy birthday. As we go, next week is Memorial Day weekend. I can't believe it. Well, he's going to throw it at him. Heads up. There you go. Yeah, that was a pretty good pitch. Right down the middle in the back of the chair. Very good. Wait, it's going to come back. Here we go. Sometimes
don't quit your day job. They're not looking. Dodgers ain't looking for pictures.
No. Sometimes you just don't know what to say about certain things. All right. Oh, that was good. Almost hit him in the head. By the way, Stephanie McMahon stepping down. You know who's taking over her position?
Nick Khan's eliminating the McMahons one by one.
One at a time. He's picking them off. I'm telling you, give it a couple of years and WWW will no longer be in existence.
WWE.
What did I say?
WWW.
WWF. I forgot the F.
You were thinking about Ultimate Women of Wrestling, I'll bet.
By the way, 11 minutes to go. Our trivia question, what does UWW stand for?
Ultimate Women of Wrestling.
So if you call in and say that, you'll get, we have a pair of tickets and we actually have a family 4-pack. So call in right now. You take the choice, a pair or the family 4-pack for tonight's event.
I've been trying to find out how long. The only thing I can find is that it says Sasha signed an extension on her contract.
Okay.
And it was a 3-year extension. So I'm just wondering when she signed it. And, if she signed it in 2021, that would mean that her contract's good till 2024.
All depends on
now
how long
when your ass is suspended.
That's
well,
right.
No.
Which you'll probably tack on at the end when she's active again, like they do with injuries, right?
So, I'm just, so going back to it, is it a freaking work?
No. I think it's a way to get rid of the tag titles, and we see them pop up in the singles or move Naomi over to the Bloodline finally. That's been talked about forever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I had something here I wanted. Oh, who's going to be next to join Judgment Day? Now, Edge made a very interesting tease this week on social media with one SmackDown announcer.
Corey Gert.
Right? Corey what?
Who?
I was going to say Corey Graves, but he's a Raw announcer.
Oh, he's Raw. I'm sorry. But didn't he do both? He did both.
At one point, yeah.
Right, I forget.
Don't
These
you
guys
know
move
the
around.
difference between red and blue? I mean, come on.
I have a political comment I can make, but I won't say it because I refuse to do it on the air.
I'm an independent, so I don't give a shit.
All right. And Antoine Parrish from Twitter, is LA Knight really called Max Dupree now? WTF? SMH, LOL, shaking my head, LOL. We know these WWE names. I'll tell you, he's just laughing at all of that. Yes,
and
he was.
Antoine, we actually know him out here as Eli Drake.
That's right.
So
he's got more business cards than I do. That's a lot.
Shit. That's what I forgot.
It's all right. I got some in my car. I got it. Did you bring some? I have some. Jeez. You both had one job to do.
No.
We talked about it last week.
I forgot.
I did have one job. I did have one job.
I brought the damn tube. I brought the markers. I brought Polident or Fixodent for my damn teeth.
Which have stayed in this show, from what I was able to see. Oh, there you go.
So,
All right.
anyway, I forgot the damn cards. Son of a...
That's right. I have a stack in my car. Don't worry about it. I got us covered. See, I come prepared just in
Damn
case.
it.
All right. So he mentioned Corey Graves. Thomas Ciampa's name. They got rid of his first name. You mentioned Paige. Paige's name came up as also possibly being part of that, like you talked about.
I'm just wondering if...
Who's it going to be? Really? Let's start getting down to brass tacks, because the way this is going on, somebody sooner or later is going to have to be added with all the talk. Who's a leading candidate in your guys' mind?
I think Finn Balor turns on AJ Styles and joins.
Are they having a match at Hell in a Cell?
I haven't announced anything yet, but I would guess so.
Active right now?
Because that would make sense if they're going to do it there.
Active right now? I think it's going to be Tamina Snuka.
What would be the connection for Tamina to join that group? Just because she dresses in black?
Yep. And
Every wrestling shirt's in black.
And
so
she's my wife yells at me about that.
And she's seedy.
Yeah, but
know?
lately, though, when she
know?
had the tag belts with Natty and everything, they kind of took that seediness away from her. They polished her up, I thought, a little bit.
But, you look at her, and as I corrected you last week, the great artwork that she has on her sleeve.
I think she'd be a better fit then for the Bloodline somehow. I mean, she is part of the Bloodline.
I could see the Bloodline and
Snuka?
Yeah.
Put Snuka and Naomi finally.
Down the road.
Put Snuka and Naomi finally the Bloodline. There's your tag team.
When she does she could do a turn on Edge's crew, then go to the Bloodline. I could see that happening.
After all the dumb stuff with Tozawa, I can't take her seriously.
Josh on Twitter, although this is coming at Dana's FLX APL Flex. I'm not sure what APL stands for. She says, my husband over there and I like some of the girls at AEW. I'm on your side now. So she's converting to AEW for the ladies' side. That's perfectly well said, because I think we'd agree if we compare the two ladies' divisions, I think it would be safe to say AEW's division right now is above Raw and SmackDown combined, I would think.
No, I'd still go with WWE.
Would you? Okay.
I know who it's going to be.
Okay.
The little guy with Johnny Knoxville.
Wee Man?
Wee Man.
They'll use him as a doorstop.
Comes out in a black diaper.
Wee Man.
Hopefully it was already black before he put it on.
Hey, I did my job.
You did.
I got you to laugh.
You did.
There you go.
Crawford says Ciampa is the most likely one. Is what he's putting in there.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
We'll see. Yeah, I think it's a toss up between Ciampa and Finn Balor, in my opinion. And if they're going to do it, since they're having issues now, if there's a match to be announced for, let's say, Hell in a Cell, that's the time you have Finn turn on AJ and join the Judgment folks.
I printed out that picture of Liv Morgan, AJ, and Finn Balor when they all do the thing. I hope to get that thing signed at Money in the Bank.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that'll be cool.
That'd be real cool.
That would be nice. What?
I'm reading something.
What are you reading? Tom Crawford's post?
Yeah.
His comment was AEW has far more viable women for a tag team division than WWE.
Oh, true.
And far more talented.
Well, because Tony Khan opened his pocketbook up and took the wrestlers from WWE.
But he's purging, you notice. In this, we talked about this.
He is.
We talked about this when he started with the open purse about having too much talent.
Go ahead.
Because a lot of the original people who signed on, their contracts are not being renewed. And he's letting people go now.
I'm wondering if behind the scenes, there's possibly some contracts that have been signed and some wrestlers are going to be used for ROH in the future.
Could be.
And it's just not being publicized.
Well, didn't Gresham just re-sign with ROH right now officially? No.
In 2019, when like AEW first started, they pretty much assigned all the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega's friends,
Right,
that had no TV experience, no nothing, and now that they have like the roster they have, they're like, we don't need some of these people because they just sit in the back.
So I think, I really think that eventually, they'll probably go to ROH.
We have 5 minutes left to give away that second pair of tickets to UWW tonight. Of what was it? Ultimate Women of Wrestling, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Trivia question. Big Mama's watching. It's usually Big Daddy's watching, but Big Mama's watching. So give us a call. You got 5 minutes. Now we're down to about 4 minutes. 702-329-6947. Press the number 1 to call in and get your tickets. Whether you know what UWW stands for or not, give us a call. Your choice, a pair of tickets or the family 4-pack. Come on, folks. Let's get this done. Let's fill the house for these people. Let's show them how much the Las Vegas community loves women's wrestling.
What's that? I'm surprised.
Anyway, I'm just trying to give away the last pair of tickets. Oh, no, we didn't mention the intermission. So here's another trivia question. Who's our singer at intermission tonight? Huh? If you look at, go back to the name. Go back to the name. We actually mentioned this person's last name a few times on today's show. And I mentioned it in passing when I mentioned the Bella Twins. So you figure it out. It's right there. Give us a call. Call in right now. We got a call.
That's Leva Bates.
Gotcha. All right, we have a caller calling in right now.
Who's calling?
Who's calling? Thank you for calling. Thoughts Count Anywhere. Who's this, please? Hello? Hi,
Hello?
who's this, please? Hi, who's this, please?
This is Kimber.
Kimber, how are you doing today, Kimber?
Good. How are you?
We're doing very well. Are you calling in to answer our very, very, very difficult trivia question?
Yes.
And what is the answer to our very, very, very ultimate difficult question?
Ultimate Women of Wrestling.
There you go. Yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
Congratulations. Now, because you've called in, your choice of a pair of tickets or the family 4-pack.
The family 4-pack.
You want the family 4-pack? You got it, Kimberly. Excellent. How are you listening to us, Kimber?
We're on the podcast on the Facebook.
Oh, you're watching us on Facebook. Very, very
All
cool.
right.
So what I'm going to ask you to do you have a pen and paper handy?
Yeah, just a sec.
All right, because I'm going to give you my email address, and I need to know how we're going to put the family 4-pack tickets into your name, and I don't want you to give that out over the air.
If you remember your email address.
Who the hell? I got so many email addresses.
That's why I said
What's that? My voice is going. That's not a good sign. Let me know when you're ready, Kimber.
Okay, we're looking for a piece of paper. Just a sec.
Okay, I give you my phone number, but I don't think I want to do that over the air.
BR549.
Okay, what is it?
All right. It's my first name, Aaron, Aaron. Phillips, two L's with an S after the P. LV, like Las Vegas, 2018 @gmail.com. Email me with your full name, and then this way we know we can put that name on the ticket for the family 4-pack for you aside for tonight, all right?
Okay, you said it was Aaron, Aaron, Phillips, PHILLIPS, LV 2018 @gmail.com.
That is correct. You got it, my friend.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hey, congratulations.
Keep listening, and please, when you get in there tonight, come by and see us at the pre-show set and say hi, all right?
Give us a shout.
Okay.
Thank you, Kimber. We appreciate you listening.
Thank you.
There you have it. Pair went away. We had the family 4-pack. Unfortunately, we've run out of time for the other pair.
You know,
So-
I just want to close with this, and
Okay.
this will be my closing. When I was talking to the boss lady this morning, she said that if we, if Tony couldn't have done it, she would have come down.
Oh, nice.
And pulled the cables tonight.
Sweet.
So just so you know. So anyway, that's my closing.
All right. That's your closing thoughts. Sounds good.
Did you hear what I said?
No, because I was producing with the producer.
I said.
But I heard Tony thanking somebody.
I said to Matt that if Tony couldn't have done it, Miss Liz would have come down and pulled cables tonight for us.
Gotcha. All right. Well, but she should come down and enjoy the show anyway. We'll make her pseudo-member production somehow if she's interested. Mr. Matt, another good show, sir.
Definitely. Everybody come down to the Sahara tonight. Enjoy the wrestling show. Come support us. If you can't make it, order it on Title Match Network.
$9.95.
UW1.
There you have it. 7 to 8 p.m. Make sure, listen, get the pay-per-view because from 7 to 8 they get to see us all dressed up and interviewing some of the ladies for tonight.
Yeah, we actually do clean up. Huh?
We do. Every once in a while. Thank you for watching or taking us with you. We appreciate it. Just a reminder for everybody that may be tuning in for Aaron's Hour at the top of the hour. We will be running an encore presentation because right as soon as we sign off here, we're going to go fuel up and we're going to head over to the Sahara. What? Remember the Usos?
Everybody, be safe out there on the roads this weekend with traffic for EDC. Please be careful. Take your time. If you drink, do not drive.
Stay hydrated out there at EDC because traditionally a lot of people get sick from dehydration. Have fun. Please make smart decisions. Enjoy it. And next weekend's Memorial Day weekend, so we'll be talking about AEW. We're going to be talking about all sorts of stuff next week. Thank you for tuning in. As always, be kind to everybody. Why is that? We're all we have. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll see you tonight at UWW. Have a great week, everybody.
See you live on pay-per-view in 8 hours.
UW1.